Welcome everyone, Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. We've got UOS Ultra on our radar in this video today. We covered Ultra a number of times. It's one of my favorite upcoming projects actually. Reason I say upcoming is because the actual application, the desktop and everything is indeed currently available to download. It's just the gaming aspects are not quite there yet, but we're going to do a very quick recap for you guys that are new to this potential project. And we have done an intro video, so I'm not going into gigantic detail, but we'll certainly cover a lot of the top aspects of UOS and Ultra indeed. So obviously a blockchain in itself, boasting I think something like 12,000 transactions per second, obscenely efficient and sustainable in the blockchain sphere. But what I love about this project, guys, and this is something to really keep an eye out for in the future development of gaming, right? So we covered this in the intro video, but top line here, especially for creators and developers of gaming, they've kind of been constricted by the likes of Apple or Google Play, or indeed the sort of mega publications that you all kind of know and love out there. I'm not saying them specifically, but I'm talking about like the likes of Ubisoft and those kind of level of names, right? Where these creators of games are perhaps missing out on substantial amounts of money, if you like, or arguably kind of utilizing these platforms to market their product or game, but maybe not getting as much as they should be in terms of profits and the money in terms of the value of all the effort that they put in. I speak first-handedly in the world work that I do right now in the gaming, and how much work goes into 3D rendering and gaming creation and maps and lands, etc. is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm all in the boat for making sure that creators, creative geniuses who make games and do such a good job get the rewards that they deserve. But particularly with UOS, we'll go into the platform itself in a second. But just to reiterate, the kind of mechanisms, of course, we've got the aspects of NFTs right now, but what importantly for me in terms of UOS is the aspect of interoperable games. Now, this probably won't be something that happens immediately, but when we're talking about like the metaverse, I'm talking about the ability to change NFTs around, or change the ability to use you as an avatar or person in a game to move around in all these different games, take your skins, your weapons, whatever, along with you. This is what my mindset was for the gaming future. I'm completely bored of consoles. I'll be honest. Consoles bore me now. I'm just like, this is just repetitive nonsense for the last like 20, 30 years now. And I do love some games, don't get me wrong. But I sold my Xbox back in May last year trying to get the Xbox S, and maybe I'm just being a bit bitter because I haven't been able to get my hands on one still yet. But generally speaking, I probably still only play like 2 or 3 games on it. Rainbow Six, Warzone, and maybe 1 or 2 others if they're good enough. But I think we need to step into a new world. We need to get virtual reality fully up and running and all of these things. But what I like about this is taking the traditional aspects of gaming and enhancing it, utilizing Ultra's blockchain and technology, and being able to essentially drag it across to a multitude of different other games, bring it in-house, bring it in interoperable, so you can do what you want. So we've got this developer avenue for that side of things and SDKs, but you've also got the development of as a user, as a player of games, to really get a unique, extremely unique and different perspective of gaming moving forward. So that's why I'm majorly interested in this particular project. We'll just have a quick look at the US platform very quickly. So this is what you can download off the US website right now. If you're fortunate, I can't remember if they invited random people to it, or if you had to maybe hold UOS on the wallet or something to be able to participate. But we had the first wave, if you remember, a couple months back of the games that were added to this system, and we've had a wave 2 trial period as well. So there's going to be eventually at some point, hopefully this year, I'll have to double check the roadmap again for the next video. I'm trying to do an AMA with these guys hopefully as well in the coming weeks. That'd be awesome. But for now, we just got the wallet, so you can transfer, I believe, your UOS coins, or you can indeed buy UOS through Simplex. You may have heard of this through some of the exchanges that use the Simplex platform for transferring money across. But like you see here, the Ultra Games section isn't available right now. You've just got the Ultra wallet and your inventory of NFTs if you ever have any, and of course the token swap mechanism as well. I don't think there's a major amount to do here other than swapping through the ERC20 to the UOS system. But this is quite cool. So THETA, or THETA TV, is integrated now into Ultra. You can flick through live streams that are going on. You can obtain your T fuel up here in the right hand corner. I don't have any. I've literally set this part up today. But you can watch older videos, live streams, whatever you want to do. Jump in as and when you want. My internet's terrible, but here's this guy. I don't know who this is. Hearn with you now. Or is that the music? Maybe I'm just getting old for this. Like, I don't know what's going on with streaming anymore. Well, but yeah, I do love gaming, and occasionally, yeah, I do watch some streams. I find it quite entertaining. If you want it in the background, or just like learning how to play a game or something, it's really cool. I have no idea what is going on in this game. Is this Roblox? This looks like Roblox. Oh my god, yes, Roblox. Roblox is pretty cool, actually. Really cool game. Go and check it out. Become your own avatar, and it's a bit like, it's like a mix of, like, I don't know, Minecraft and Sandbox and stuff. It's just massive entertainment, and of course blockchain related as well. So this is what I'm getting at, is this whole play to earn mechanism, view to earn as well, stream to earn, and everything about this. But what's really cool is, of course, with T-Fuel, you can use it to donate to the streamers, or you can get subs, whatever you want to do with that. But it's just a nice little integration for the UOS platform, and it very much interlaces and ties in with, of course, the narrative of gaming in general. But I'm really looking forward to the Ultra Game section launching as soon as possible. But let's just pull it back quickly before we go into the chart. Of course, we'll just put it back onto the browser quickly and just have a quick look at just some of these things going on here. So you see some of these games listed here, prices and everything. I'm sure you could use UOS to buy them as well. But I have no doubt in my mind there's going to be a nice sort of view to earn and play to earn and stuff like that going on, interlacing with THETA as well. But I'm really looking forward to the interoperability aspect of gaming, you know, pulling yourself into other lands and other areas and whatnot. So for me, this is one of my top picks for gaming in last year, and it's something I'm definitely accumulating as much as possible, because I do think once the games land, this thing is going to majorly take off. I think right now there's still a bit maybe of reservation until that kind of happens, for people to get even more excited than they already are about this project. But all we can do is very much go around the research that we've got, the roadmap, and of course the technology behind this, and the fact that you can now download the wallet and download the infrastructure to your desktop is very much nearly there. I'm really excited to see the full-on developments as we kind of like move forward, if you like, with UOS. Smash that like button if you like what you hear and see. Let's go into the chart of UOS. So I think if you remember, we were jumping in UOS around 70 cents, seeing the tail up, I think around in August time. So we had some really big moves. We took advantage of some of these, sold some off, I think just on over $2, and we played that game of buying back down. If you remember, we drew in these buy areas that we put in. We hit all of those. We couldn't quite hit the lower region areas here, but certainly came near enough to them, that's for sure, and particularly around this area where we're talking about 137. Since then, we've had a bit of a tail up. I'm just going to show you quickly how far that exactly has been going. 53% from this point here mid-December to roughly around just about the end of December, but very much now with a smaller correction occurring in the last week or so, just taking us roughly down to about 20% reduction. So we're currently sitting pretty around this 1.4 mark. Now, I had in my mind 2 days ago, I said if it comes back down to 1.47, I'm going to buy some more, because I bought some back here again at 1.4, I think it was 1.46, 1.47. but it's dipping down again to test this area. If you look back in the history of US, of course, we haven't been up in these areas for massive long periods of time. So we've only got small touch points here, for example, in November and here in December at this 134 mark. So I am still leaving. I think I've still got my USDT order available here around this orange line, around 136, 137. I'm still leaving that in there. That's not to say I think the project is dud or anything like that. I'm just trying to play the moves of the market. But equally, I would still be very happy to see UOS as a project, and for those that have invested early and still do, for them to start seeing more profits coming their way. But we're testing this region again where we saw back here towards mid-December and flew through that in the 22nd, 23rd of November as well. So this area is of great interest. It's very much in line with our previous buy box. That's why I'm accumulating again right now. So if I can capture back down here, absolutely brilliant. But right now, in the grand scheme of things, I think US has got a hell of a lot more to offer. And for sure, in the future, like I said, when the game aspects launch, this is going to fly, and it will probably leave a lot of people behind, in my opinion. None of this is financial advice, obviously. I'm just showing you my moves and my thoughts and my investments, of course. But do your own research, absolutely imperative. But you know for a fact that we absolutely love our gaming here at Wells of Wall Street, and we take it very seriously. So let's just take a look at some other indicators here. So we're in a bit of a overselling aspect right now, but it's not very significant volumes. So it's nowhere near these kind of volatile drop downs. That's why I'm saying I'm just anticipating that we may come back down to hit those sort of 147 marks again, very close to it, but maybe, just maybe, coming down to those 135 marks as well. It'd be interesting to see if this accumulates even more to see a bigger red wave, but right now it's looking quite not really intimidating at all. And I think that's really where we are with US right now, because we've had the sort of differentiations in the price points across the last few months. Some stability is finally coming in for this one. So I think people aren't selling it off. I think they're just waiting in anticipation for the game launches and the further development of the US platform that you can download, and just generally as an investment, which is really positive. That's why I think we're going to have maybe a bit more of a touchdown period around this area, and I think we can start taking it back up to higher levels, start testing that 173, 170 mark again, and then taking it up to further levels as we go on into the potential upcoming bull runs. There's a few other things here on the performance indicators on the right hand side. We've got 12% down on the week and only 1.5% down on the month. So this is looking really encouraging. We can already see as well in the trend pattern that we've got a nice move upwards, albeit staggered approach. It is finding higher lows each time, and I think this is a really good sweet spot in this red area that we've drawn a few videos back on US. So we're sticking that in there, we're staying with that and keeping with this kind of philosophy, if you like, to see where we go. So that's my thoughts around where we are right now, and what I think will be happening in the next few weeks is very much touching around this area, getting support and pushing us up to new levels, because I would love us to smash the previous all-time highs that we saw earlier in November. I think that's very achievable, especially when those game launches come in. But you can let us know what you think about that in the comments below. But we will be covering probably US sometime next week, and we'll hopefully get the AMA with them. We'll try and announce that on our social platforms in the next few days. But let us know in the comments below if you're holding the UOS token in your portfolio. Have you downloaded the Ultra app, and are you utilizing it in any way at all? Have you been lucky enough to get involved in the beta as well of the gaming platform? Do let us know. But until then, guys, for the next video, we will see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.